Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we are going to see the topic DHTML with JavaScript from the second unit of Web Technologies. DHTML, it stands for Dynamic HTML. Dynamic means the content of the web page can be customized or changed according to the need of the user or based upon the user inputs. HTML was used to create a static page. It only defined the structure of the content that was displayed on the page. With the help of CSS, we can beautify the HTML page by changing various properties like text size, background color, etc. The HTML and the CSS could manage to navigate between the static pages but could not do anything else. DHTML included JavaScript along with HTML and CSS to make the page dynamic. To integrate JavaScript into HTML, a document object model is made for the HTML document. DOM, the document is represented as nodes and objects which are accessed by different languages like JavaScript to manipulate the document. So this is the tree showing the elements in the document object model. HTML document include JavaScript. So dynamic HTML means by the usage of JavaScript and CSS, we can make our HTML web page into dynamic. So again we are seeing the concept of JavaScript. The JavaScript document is included in our HTML page. If we have the JavaScript as an external file, we have to include the JavaScript file into our HTML document with the help of the src source tag. Under the source tag, we have to mention the file name. So following are some of the tasks that can be performed with the JavaScript. We can perform HTML task. We can perform CSS task. It can handle events. Also, it can validate the input. Here is an example which is showing how to use the JavaScript in DHTML. So here in the head, in our HTML document, we are having the heading. We are defining the heading as geeks for geeks, and in the paragraph tag, we are having the text with the ID geeks. So the text is hello geeks. This particular text under the P tag is defined with one ID. The name of the ID is geeks. Then in the JavaScript, under the script, we are trying to change the content in the paragraph that we have defined previously in Java with the help of JavaScript by mentioning the ID of the element. So we are changing the content present in the ID by mentioning the ID of the content, that is document.getElement by ID geeks. So the element that is defined with the ID geeks will be changed into the new text, like a computer science portal for geeks. So in our HTML page, we will get a new text, that is a computer science portal for geeks, and the original text was hello geeks. So with the help of JavaScript, we have changed the content by mentioning the ID of the element. And in a second example, we are going to see one example. Here we are going to perform the event handling. So we are going to have one button. When we click the button, it will do some event handling operation. Okay, so we have defined the function called as click. So when we click when we click the button submit, we will have the button submit. When we click the button submit, it will immediately call the function with the name click. So what this function is doing is simply it is changing the color of the text present above the button. So actually we are having the text geeks for geeks. So once we click the submit button, the color of the text is changed to green. So that operation is defined under the function click. Immediately again we are having one more notification message that is also defined under click function. that is we will get the notification message color changed to green. So in this way we can make our web page more dynamic and user interactive with the help of DHTML. And we can see one more example. This example also we are going to have the JavaScript dynamic HTML web page. This program will validate the input data. In our HTML, here also we are going to have the button. We are going to have the input field. We will give some value to the input field and we will submit by clicking the button. So here we are defining what operation have to be performed by clicking the button. We are going to evaluate the value we are given in the text field, and we are going to assign some value ranges. For example, if we give the value less than 60, we will get the alert message not selected in geeks for geeks. And if we give the value 60 or above 60, we will get selected. We will get the notification message selected, welcome to geeks for geeks. So this JavaScript is also associated with the event handling, and the entire operation that have to be performed while clicking the button have been defined in the function. Here we are using the function with the name validate. So type equal to button, type equal to button, on click equal to validate. When we click the button after giving the value in the input text field, when we click the button, then the function will be called, that is the validate function will be called. So inside the function we are having the coding to validate the value in the text field, and we have defined the associated alert message that should be displayed based upon the value ranges. So here when we give 50 and click the submit button, it is showing the message not selected in geeks for geeks. And for example, if we give 60, that is if we give 60, we are getting the message selected, welcome to geeks for geeks. In this way we can make our web page more dynamic with the help of JavaScript. Thank you.